Look at those strings that are going up toward the trellises. Every single one of those was tied by a teenager. But you know, we're not just growing plants here. We're growing kids. We're growing people. And in today's world, it's actually hard to find opportunity to learn some of these life lessons. And a little teary-eyed because that's why we do what we do. Because of the lessons that we're teaching to the up-and-coming generation. I'm out here late at night at Heritage Gardens. I've actually been here for 14 hours. You can tell I'm a little sunburned today. It's been a long day. You know, and I've thought about, why am I doing this? I actually had the week off of work at the dental office, and instead of going to some vacation destination, I actually chose to spend 14-hour days here. So why? Why in the world? Am I just crazy? Well, I really believe in what we're doing here. Today, there were two instances. I was working with some young men, and we were digging posts. I'll show you what we were digging them for in just a minute. We were digging post holes, and they were using shovels and a post hole digger. And my husband came with a digging bar, like a crowbar, and he started showing them how to do it. And I said, you know, he grew up on a farm. He's dug so many post holes in his life, thousands of post holes. I said, you know, every young man should either grow up on a farm or have an opportunity to be on one. And I was so glad that those boys learned how to dig a hole today for a post. And they did a great job. They were really proud of themselves. You know, they were just satisfied and felt like they had done something great when they were done. So I want you to look out here. This was nothing but an ugly field. It looked like that. Not even 9 months ago. Now we just harvested a whole crop of garlic over there that had been growing all winter. We have gorgeous sunflowers. We have plants coming up like crazy all over the place. We have tomatoes. It's just incredible what's growing out here. I'll show you the greenhouses. They're absolutely gorgeous. But you know, we're not just growing plants here. We're growing kids. We're growing people. And in today's world, it's actually hard to find opportunity to learn some of these life lessons. You know, what are some of the life lessons that we're teaching here at the gardens? We're teaching that sometimes hard work is just plain old hard work, but at the end of it, there's a satisfaction that comes that's really unrivaled by anything else. It feels better than sitting on your couch and playing video games. When you've achieved something, when you've accomplished something, when something that you planted grows. You know, look at those strings that are going up toward the trellises. Every single one of those was tied by a teenager. Tied by a teenager. And each of those is going to grow a huge tomato plant and grow a huge harvest of tomatoes. There's something to be said for watching something that you plant grow. And there's something to be said for learning this in life, that hard work is just hard work. And sunburn and sweat, they're just part of life. And when you learn to just do it, even though sometimes it's hard, you come out on the other side learning more about yourself, understanding more about yourself and what you're capable of. This chicken coop right here, these chickens, every single morning, we have a young lady that comes and feeds them, talks to them, encourages them to start laying eggs. What have we learned from chickens? That things require care and patience, that you can't neglect the things that are most important. What are those? That's what they're learning from taking care of animals. In this greenhouse, this was full this spring of plants that we were selling. And those plants went to hundreds of homes so that they could grow their own food. It's another purpose of why we're here. Because we're helping to support the community and build the community and help others to be self-sufficient, so they don't have to come here for food. But for those that don't have space or time or an inclination to garden, you can come and get this. I mean, is this not the most gorgeous thing you've ever seen in your life? And you know, it's interesting. I teach a lot of nutrition lessons as I'm here at the gardens with kids as well. Things like nearly 60% of the nutrients are lost in food as it travels from the place it was grown to the place it's sold to then your refrigerator. Why do that when you can get it here? You can get it locally. You can get it literally from the ground it's grown in and have it retain its nutrients. So another fun thing that happened today is that last night I got these shade sails that I wanted to put up. And I found these really cool, supports with tires and concrete, and they proceeded to get blown over. So today we said, all right, we're gonna cement some posts in the ground. And at first I said, all right, let's get a couple boys over here. But then a couple of the girls were like, well, I want to know how to do this. And I thought, that's exactly right. Why should the boys be the only ones that get to cement posts in? So I had 2 girls that helped us do these posts today. They put these 4 posts in, they leveled them, they put the concrete in, they got them all set, and you can't believe the look of success on their face when they knew that they had done something that typically we might say girls don't do. So that was super cool too. Now we have this gorgeous market that we've just finished, and I want to show you on the front of this what there is. Look at this absolutely gorgeous mural. That was painted by a 16-year-old girl. Incredible. And this will now be able to go on her resume. She'll be able to take this and say, look what I can do. She'll be able to apply to art school, which is what she would like to do, because of an opportunity she's given here. Another girl did all the lettering up top. And just watching her getting done with it was incredible. Some other boys used that compactor right there, and they compacted, well, first of all, they laid all this road base, they laid all these rocks, all this dirt, and then they compacted it all down, and they said, this looks like a real thing. This is amazing. And who's that out there? That's Phil. Phil comes every day. He comes in the morning. Sometimes he stays all day if he can. He comes at night. Phil could have retired 15 years ago, but Phil still works. And guess what he does until it's dark? He works here. Phil can't even stand up straight anymore. And he and I have been competing who can be here the latest this week. Getting a little teary-eyed because that's why we do what we do. Because of the lessons that we're teaching to the up-and-coming generation. And honestly, I gained more out of my 14-hour weeks and my sunburn, or 14-hour days and my sunburn this week, than I would have visiting any vacation destination. Because I believe in what I'm doing here. And I know that the next generation is going to need to know this. They're going to need to know how to care for themselves. They're going to need to have the confidence that they can do it. They have to know that it's possible and that they're capable and that they can learn new things and that they can do hard things. That's why I'm here. It's 9 o'clock at night and I haven't hardly eaten today, so I might go check that out and get a little food. But it's worth it. This is living well.